two players, one shared heritage, two very different journeys. And on Monday, those paths collide on the indoor clay courts of Stuttgart. This isn't just another first-round match. It feels bigger than that. Alex Eala arrives carrying serious momentum. The kind of momentum that forces people to stop scrolling, stop talking, and start paying attention. Her recent performances have turned heads across the tennis world. In Linz, she handled Julia Grabher with impressive authority before pushing Jelena Ostapenko, one of the most dangerous ball strikers in the game, to the absolute limit. The difference between victory and defeat? Just 6 points. 6 points separated Eala from one of the biggest wins of her young career against a Grand Slam champion on one of her favorite surfaces. But what happened next may be even more revealing. Instead of dwelling on the loss, Alex immediately moved on. No break. No time to feel sorry for herself. No reset button. She packed her bags and headed straight to Stuttgart for the Porsche Tennis Grand Prix. That tells you everything about her mindset right now. She's not looking backward. She's looking ahead. Then the tournament draw was released, and suddenly everyone was talking about one matchup. Because the tennis gods delivered something special. Alex Eala versus Leylah Fernandez. Philippines versus Canada. But if you look deeper, it's a story that goes far beyond national flags. It's Filipino heritage on both sides of the net. A left-hander against another left-hander. Rising momentum against proven achievement. A 20-year-old searching for her first WTA title facing a 23-year-old who already owns 5. If that doesn't grab your attention, nothing will. Now, let's talk about Leylah Fernandez. Because if you're looking at this matchup and thinking she's simply another opponent in the draw, you're underestimating her.
Badly.
Fernandez has already built a resume that many players spend entire careers chasing. 5 WTA titles. Victories in Monterrey, Hong Kong, and Washington. Success across multiple surfaces and different conditions around the world. At her peak, she climbed all the way to world number 13. That's not luck. That's years of hard work, consistency, and competing at the highest level. But the moment that truly changed her career came in 2021. The US Open. At just 18 years old, Fernandez produced one of the most unforgettable Grand Slam runs in recent memory. She didn't just beat good players. She took down giants. Naomi Osaka, Angelique Kerber, Alina Svitolina, Aryna Sabalenka, one after another. Match after match. She marched all the way to the final and captured the imagination of tennis fans everywhere. The energy, the passion, the fearless shot-making, the celebrations after huge points, the fire in her eyes. She didn't simply participate in that tournament. For 2 incredible weeks, she became the tournament. And experiences like that never disappear. They become part of a player's identity. Guided by her father and longtime coach Jorge Fernandez, Leylah built a game centered around aggression, creativity, and fearless competition. Her forehand can change direction in an instant. Her backhand creates angles that seem impossible. Her movement allows her to cover the court with remarkable efficiency. When she's at her best, she's one of the toughest competitors on the entire WTA tour. But that's where the story becomes interesting. Because her best tennis hasn't appeared consistently in 2026. Coming into Stuttgart, Fernandez has struggled to find momentum, posting just 4 wins against 9 losses. There have been disappointing exits in Brisbane, Adelaide, Melbourne, Abu Dhabi, Doha, Dubai, Indian Wells, and Miami. For a player with her talent, that's a difficult stretch. But she's not injured.
She's not finished.
She's simply searching. Searching for rhythm. Searching for confidence. Searching for the version of herself that once thrived under the brightest lights. And that search is still ongoing, which creates a fascinating dynamic. Because right now, Alex Eala possesses something Leylah Fernandez doesn't. Momentum. Real momentum. The kind that grows stronger every week. 15 wins already this season. A semi-final run in Auckland. Quarter-final appearances in Abu Dhabi and Dubai. Strong performances at Indian Wells and Miami. A career-high ranking of world number 29. And perhaps most importantly, victories over established players like Donna Vekic, Jasmine Paolini, and Diana Yastremska. These are not lucky wins. These are statements. Proof that Eala belongs at this level. Many young players reach this stage and begin feeling the pressure. They become cautious. They tighten up when opportunities appear. Alex has done the opposite. She's playing freer, more confidently, more aggressively, like someone who finally feels comfortable competing on tennis' biggest stages. And that's exactly what makes her dangerous. Now, let's get into the tactical side of this matchup, because this is where things become truly fascinating. Both players are left-handed. That's already rare in professional tennis. But when two lefties face each other, the entire dynamic changes. Patterns that have been practiced for years suddenly become less effective. The wide serve that usually drags an opponent off the court behaves differently. Cross-court rallies land on strengths instead of weaknesses. The familiar angles disappear. The geometry of the court changes completely. Suddenly, instinct isn't enough. Adaptation becomes everything. The player who solves problems faster often gains the advantage. It's less about muscle memory and more about decision-making under pressure. A tennis match becomes a chess match. And for Alex Eala, that presents a fascinating challenge. Because in many ways, Leylah Fernandez represents what Eala could become in the future. Another left-handed player, a similar style, but with more experience and bigger trophies already in the cabinet. Defeating Fernandez wouldn't simply mean advancing to the next round. It would be proof that the gap between them is closing much faster than anyone expected. But before any of that happens, there's one critical issue Eala must solve. Her second serve. Against Ostapenko and Linz, it became a vulnerability. And against a returner like Fernandez, weaknesses like that rarely go unpunished. Leylah loves attacking second serves. She steps inside the baseline, takes time away from opponents, and immediately puts pressure on the next shot. If Eala leaves those serves sitting up in the middle of the box, Fernandez will attack them relentlessly. More spin, better placement, smarter disguise. Those adjustments could change the entire complexion of the match. Because if Alex can protect her service games, her return game becomes a major weapon. And if that happens, Leylah Fernandez may find herself facing one of the toughest tests of her season. That win rate was 0%. Not just low, not struggling.
0.
And that's not a minor technical flaw, that's a flashing warning light on the dashboard. Because against someone like Leylah Fernandez, a player who thrives on exactly that kind of opportunity, it becomes something much more dangerous. Leylah doesn't wait for mistakes. She hunts them. She steps inside the baseline, takes second serves early, and turns them into instant pressure points the way most players handle easy balls. So suddenly, that weakness becomes an invitation. More spin, better placement, sharper disguise. Whatever it takes, just don't leave it sitting in the middle of the box. The Nadal Academy has clearly had time to address it, and even a small improvement changes everything. Because if Alex can hold serve with consistency, then her return game, already winning over a third of her return games this season, becomes a real weapon instead of just a supporting strength. And then there's the surface. Indoor clay at the Porsche Arena is not the same as outdoor clay. No wind, no weather swings, no unpredictability. Just controlled conditions, consistent bounce, and a slightly quicker feel off the surface. For a player like Alex, who relies on timing, rhythm, and aggressive baseline patterns, that kind of stability is a gift. She's already had recent clay exposure in Linz, and her movement and court reads look sharp, almost automatic now. Leylah, however, comes in with more uncertainty. Her last experience on clay came in Charleston on green clay, a completely different rhythm, different speed, different bounce. And her 2026 clay record tells the story clearly. 1 win, 1 loss. Enough to prove she can compete. Not enough to prove she's fully found her footing. Then there's the part that makes this matchup feel bigger than tennis. Leylah Fernandez is Filipino-Canadian. Her mother carries Filipino roots, the same heritage that follows Alex Eala every time she steps onto a court. The same identity that quietly connects them across continents, flags, and federations. On Monday in Stuttgart, that shared lineage walks onto the same court on opposite sides of the net. Same blood, different flags, different journeys. One developed through the pressure cooker environment of the Rafa Nadal Academy, built layer by layer through one of the most demanding systems in world tennis. The other shaped at home under her father's guidance, breaking onto the world stage as a teenager and turning a Grand Slam run into a global introduction at the US Open. Two different paths, two different definitions of breakthrough, and one collision point in Stuttgart. Because if Alex gets through this, the road doesn't get easier. Next up could be Jasmine Paolini, a top 5 seed, a Roland Garros finalist, and one of the most complete clay court players on tour. But Alex has already beaten her this season in Dubai. Not narrowly, not controversially, convincingly. That matters. That's not belief anymore. That's evidence. Beyond that, the draw opens into even heavier territory. Elena Rybakina or Diana Yastremska in the quarters, both capable of ending matches in a flash if you blink at the wrong time. And further still, the possibility of Iga Swiatek, now working with Francesca Schiavone's former tactical network under Francesc Roig, a coaching lineage deeply tied to the same tennis philosophy that shaped Alex's development. That kind of matchup doesn't just test a player. It reflects them, but none of it matters yet. Not Paolini, not Rybakina, not Swiatek. Right now, there is only Monday. One match, one court, two left-handers from the same cultural thread, standing on opposite sides of the same story. And on paper, Leylah Fernandez still holds the edge. More titles, more experience, more time spent in the biggest moments. The projections lean her way for a reason. But projections don't feel pressure. They don't absorb momentum. And they don't step onto court carrying the belief that comes from pushing a Grand Slam champion to the edge just days earlier and refusing to slow down afterward. Alex Eala isn't arriving in Stuttgart to test herself. She's arriving to take something. And when she walks out there on Monday, with her season behind her and opportunity in front of her, the question won't be about rankings or reputation anymore. It becomes much simpler. Which version of Leylah Fernandez shows up? And can it stop a player who right now looks like she has no intention of slowing down for anyone?